Oh no, we have a big spot around.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you please rise if you are able to remove your cap for the playing of our national anthem. Folks, just a reminder this afternoon, please ensure you adhere to social distancing throughout the ballpark. Spend that 20 seconds to wash your hands and cover your mouth with your elbow when sneezing and or coughing. And enjoy the game.
Welcome to IBL baseball from Domenico Field. The Toronto Maple Leafs taking on the Welland Jackfish, a team that is, well, no one to hit some homers. These are the first and second place team in the IBL in home runs. The Toronto Maple Leafs have 31 on the season. The Welland Jackfish 18 on the season. And at Domenico Field, the ball is known to fly out of the park. The Toronto Maple Leafs had a double header yesterday in Barrie, as the first pitch here is in there from a strike for the starting pitcher, Zach Sloan, where they put up 35 runs in the two games. So Toronto is looking to keep the offense going here against Welland. Zach Sloan has battled with some injuries this year, but he's back on the mound. The second pitch is just outside. Sloan was injured in the very first game of the year. And the last time we saw Zach Sloan was here at Domenico Field last Sunday. Just pitched an inning of work as this pitch is popped up high in the air. Brandon Nicholson, the batter. And behind the plate, Justin Mara is out to make the catch. Nicholson's retired. He's been hot of late. One out for Zach Sloan.
Now batting the first baseman, number 24, Griffin Miller.
Griffin Keller steps into the box now, one of the hottest hitters in the IBL in the last 7 days. He has been absolutely fantastic, smashing the ball, hitting about 400 in his last 5 games. And no surprise, he's up in the lineup tonight in the 2 spot as the pitch from Zach Sloan looks like an off-speed pitch. That one's outside. The 0-1 from Sloan, that one's outside once again. Now 2-0. Sloan has an inflated ERA this year. He hasn't got a lot of work. Actually, he's been better in relief than as a starting pitcher this year, but rumor has it that he's just going to go maybe 1 or 2 innings to start this game and then maybe go to a longer pitcher as this one's hit on the ground. That one's through the right side. A single there for Griffin Keller, who stays hot, and with 1 out, the Welland Jackfish have a runner on. Now here comes Dane Tofflin. A real bright spot in the lineup for the Welland Jackfish this year. Tofflin has a lot of speed. He's really an all-around player. I don't know about a 5-tool player, but he's darn close to that. Zach Sloan, the lefty, the pitch to Tofflin. That one's in there for a strike. Tofflin, left-handed batter, or right-handed batter, I should say, against the lefty Sloan. And Dane Tofflin's last 17 at-bats, 11 hits for a .647 average. So another guy like Keller, even better than Keller, who's been just smashing the ball. In those last 17 at-bats, he's also scored 8 runs, 7 RBIs, and stolen 5 bases. The pitch from Sloan. In there for strike 2. 1-2 now. Tofflin's in a hole. Brendan Dadson's on deck, followed by Matt Hildebrandt, who hit a home run last night for the Welland Jackfish. This one's on the ground up the middle. Second baseman flipped to second for 1, back to first. Double play, they got him. And Zach Sloan gets out of the inning quickly. A clean inning for the Toronto Maple Leafs in the top of the first, and now we go to the bottom. Toronto coming up. TV.
TV. Where's the cameras? I don't see them. Oh, here? Oh, really? All the cameras. Channel 10?
It's on YouTube.
Leading off for the Toronto Maple Leafs Baseball Club, first baseman, number 5, Jordan Castaldo.
Welcome back to Toronto Maple Leafs baseball from Domenico Field. Jordan Castaldo leading off, facing Jake Polancic, the starting pitcher for the Welland Jackfish. Jake's been good this year, a 3.37 ERA. All 4 games that he's appeared in this year, he has been the starter. He has a 1-0 record, 24 innings pitched on the year. Polancic has a 3/4 arm slot, sort of a side-winding delivery, whips the ball in there. He's got good velocity. First pitch to Castaldo was a ball, check swing, and it was a called strike anyway. Castaldo didn't like it. Jordan Castaldo's been pretty much the perfect leadoff hitter for the Toronto Maple Leafs this year, as that pitch is outside from Polancic. He doesn't necessarily have the 300 batting average that you see from every leadoff hitter, but boy, can he ever get on base. He'll work a walk, has fantastic at-bats. Castaldo rips that one foul off the back of the screen. 2-2 the count now. Zach Sloan allowed a base hit in the first inning, but erased that on the double play. Now the Toronto Maple Leafs batting as Castaldo hits one, a little looper into the outfield, but coming on quickly is the right fielder for the Jackfish, and he makes the catch. Castaldo's retired.
Number 9, Justin Mora.
Justin Mara standing in for the Toronto Maple Leafs. The first pitch to him is right down the middle for a strike. Mara has 6 home runs this year, right behind his teammate Garrett Takamatsu, who has 7. Pitch to Mara, swinging a fly ball into center field. This one should be playable. Moving over is the left fielder, coming in and makes the catch. Mara is retired. 2 down here in the bottom of the first inning.
Now batting, put your hands together for the second baseman, number 4, Garrett Takamatsu.
That was Brendan Nicholson making the catch out in left field. Eric Marriott, he's in center. Nolan Pettipiece is out there in right field as well. Takamatsu, who's been on fire lately, well, he's been on fire pretty much the entire year. Takamatsu fouls that one off right onto the road. Takamatsu cranked a grand slam last time he was here at Domenico Field in the first inning. Takamatsu now rips one foul once again. And a 20-2 win over Kitchener that the Toronto Maple Leafs had. That was part of a doubleheader yesterday. Takamatsu ripped a homer, along with Justin Mara, who hit his 6th. Takamatsu his 7th, and Marcus Connect got one as well. Battling with 2 strikes now against Polancic. The 2-strike pitch. Here it comes. Takamatsu hits one on the ground. Fair ball down the left field line. That one's going to go all the way into the corner. Takamatsu is racing around first base. He's going to cruise into second with a 2-out double, and Takamatsu stays hot.
Now batting, number 17, your third baseman, John Salazzo.
There was a lot of people that thought Garrett Takamatsu probably should have been taken in the MLB draft. And, well, he's proven their point this season, hitting well over 400, the perfect three-hole hitter for the Toronto Maple Leafs. John Salazzo stepping in now for the Toronto Maple Leafs, takes a pitch inside. The 1-0 from Valenti's well inside, just about hit Salazzo. Salazzo's one of many great hitters on this Toronto Maple Leafs team as he rips the ball down the line. That one's foul. Right into the bullpen of the Welland Jackfish, who already have some action in the bullpen. A little bit surprising since Belancic is a starter. Looks like Salazzo may have broken his bat on that play, so we had to go get a new one from the dugout. Belancic ready. The pitch to Salazzo. Downstairs for a ball. 3 balls now on Salazzo. Waiting on deck is Marcus Connect, who has a batting average in the 100s this year, but it looks like he's starting to get the bat around. Salazzo hits one in the air, center field, pretty well hit, drifting back as the center fielder right in front of the warning track. He makes the catch. That was Eric Marriott tracking that one down. Had to go a long way. Salazzo gave it a ride. The Toronto Maple Leafs are unable to cash in Garrett Takamatsu, who hit a double in the first. We go to the second, 0-0, Toronto and Welland.
Reminder that the concession stand is open, selling Coke, Powerade, water, ginger ale, chips, and cold ice cream.
Very, very, very helpful. And like, no, they're fucking.
Does this thing smell like? Hey, Melissa. What's going on station?
I can't believe I got the ball.
Welcome back to Toronto Maple Leafs baseball from Domenico Field. Zach Sloan still on the mound for the Leafs and delivers a first pitch strike to Brendan Dadson. Dadson hit a massive home run on Thursday night. Now he hits a ball into center field. Coming on is the center fielder for the Toronto Maple Leafs, makes the catch. Dadson's home run powered the Welland Jackfish past the London Majors, and anytime you can take down the London Majors, that is a pretty big feat, as they've been fantastic in the IBL this year, leading the IBL. It's the London Majors followed by the Kitchener Panthers. Then the Toronto Maple Leafs are a game ahead of these Welland Jackfish. And if Welland were able to win this game, as that one's fouled off from Matt Hildebrandt, then they would be tied for third place in the IBL. Hildebrandt swings and misses. 2 strikes now from Zach Sloan, who, since giving up a single in the first inning, has retired the next 3 batters. 0-2 to Hildebrandt from Sloan. The pitch, Hildebrandt hits one up the middle, diving triad up the middle. And then able to grab that with Ryan Johnson. Didn't go into the full dive. Just a long stretch, but that ball was well past him, and Hildebrandt is on with a single. This is just the 8th inning of work that Zach Sloan has entered into this game, and he's a big part of the Toronto Maple Leafs. Has been a Toronto Maple Leafs for the last 3 or 4 years. And he's pitched well. He's been one of those guys who's around in the middle of the rotation, sometimes closer to the ace spot in the rotation. But he's a steady arm for the Toronto Maple Leafs, and they would love to see him get over any of the injury problems that he's had this year. As a fan just made a diving catch to grab that foul ball. And he is very happy about it. Mike Wagner is the batter. Trying to cash in Hildebrandt here. In the top of the 2nd inning, the pitch from Sloan. Swinging a ball. This one's not going to be foul. It's playable in the outfield. Coming on quickly, trying to make a diving catch there was McLeod, and it gets past him. That will most certainly go as a single there for Wagner. And that's going to bring up Cole Warkin, number 34. So the Welland Jackfish play station to station. Hildebrandt up to 2nd. Not a ton of speed there. If it were to be a single, it certainly would be a close play at the plate with Ryan Santos, Marcus Connect, and McLeod out there in the outfield. John Salazzo is at 3rd base. Ryan Johnson plays shortstop. Garrett Takamatsu moves over to 2nd base. When John Salazzo is not playing 3rd, Takamatsu will fill into that position, but he hasn't been fantastic defensively at 3rd, Takamatsu. Jordan Castaldo is the first baseman today. Damon Toppoli DHing, Justin Mara behind the plate, and Zach Sloan delivering a pitch here to Warkin. Last time Zach Sloan pitched here at Domenico Field, it was a clean inning of work against the Brantford Red Stars. Part of a 12-4 win, but he's going to walk Warkin here on 4 pitches. And that's going to bring up Eric Marriott, who has been hot of late. Got off to a little bit of a slow start to this year. Eric Marriott stands at 6 feet, 195 pounds. Pitch right on the outside corner from Sloan. He's got the bases loaded here. Is in a little bit of trouble in the 2nd inning. The Toronto Maple Leafs are trying to avoid a big inning here from Welland. The pitch just inside. Mara was trying to frame that one. Sloan is going to take a walk off the mound. I'm not sure he appreciated that call particularly. Eric Marriott has a lot of stolen bases this year as he swings and misses on a pitch from Zach Sloan. 9 stolen bases. That leads the Welland Jackfish. So if it's a ground ball and the play is to first, it certainly could be a close play. Sloan to Marriott. The pitch. Swinging a ground ball to 3rd. Salazzo has it. He's coming home and he whips it over the head of Justin Mara, who goes back to retrieve it. They were looking for the force out at home to save a run. Salazzo thinking exactly the same thought process as we had here in the booth. Certainly was going to be tough to get the runner at first base. He tried to come home, but The Toronto Maple Leafs aren't going to get anything out of that one. The Welland Jackfish are up 1-0, and manager Damon Toppoli is out of the dugout to have a chat with Sloan. There's no action in the bullpen, so I believe this is just to settle him down, see if he can't get a double play ground ball here. Just one out. Bases still loaded. Nolan Pettipies, the batter. The pitch is inside from Sloan. Pettipies has appeared in 7 games this year, 23 at-bats. He's hitting .304. Pretty good start to the year. The 1-0 inside, 2-0. Sloan's got to find the strike zone here. The number 9 batter, Nolan Pettipies, not a guy you'd like to walk. In fact, you'd love to get a double play ground ball. Pitch low and inside, 3-0. You can tell from the body language of Zach Sloan right now. Just not quite feeling the strike zone. The 3-0 pitch is in there for a strike. 3-1 to Nolan Pettipies. If you walk Nolan Pettipies here, it brings up the top of the order with Brandon Nicholson, who's been fantastic, Keller and Tofflin. Swinging a ball popped up, and that one's going to get back out of play. 3-2 now as Zach Sloan tries to battle back into this one. Pettipies certainly is a double play candidate. Doesn't have a stolen base this year. Doesn't have blazing speed. A pitch from Sloan. Hit on the ground to second base. Johnson across the first. Not in time. The Welland Jackfish will get another run. It was a tailor-made double play ball. But Pettipies just had enough speed to beat that one out at first. Pretty good turn at second base from Takamatsu as well. And that'll bring up the leadoff hitter, Brandon Nicholson. 2-0 Welland Jackfish. Zach Sloan trying to get out of this inning, limit the damage. Pitch is in there for a strike from Sloan. The 1-0 in the dirt, and the runner from first will move to second, Pettipies, but holding at third base is Eric Marriott. The pitch to Nicholson, swinging a ball, hit in the air to center field. Or on the infield, I should say. Takamatsu is there, makes the catch. Zach Sloan gets out of it, but not before the Welland Jackfish scored 2 runs against the Toronto Maple Leafs and lead 2-0. We head to the bottom of the second. Toronto coming up. Welcome back to Domenico Field on a sunny Sunday afternoon here in Christie Pitts. Marcus Connect leading off. Facing Palankic, who started this game. The pitch to Marcus Connect is just inside. Connect started this year playing in pro ball in the Atlantic League. Didn't have a particularly hot start there. Came back to the Toronto Maple Leafs where he's played as this ball's popped up foul territory. Hildebrandt at first makes the catch.
Now batting, designated hitter number 7, Damon Conway.
Or I should say Keller is playing first base. Hildebrandt's the DH tonight. He played first base last night. And here's Damon Toppoli for the Toronto Maple Leafs. He's the manager, but he has been raking this year, and the first pitch hits him. Damon's on first base. Damon Toppoli hit 2 home runs in Game 2 yesterday against the Kitchener Panthers, which ties his career high, Damon Toppoli in his age 46 season, which ties his career high in home runs. Those 2 home runs last night were the 19th and 20th home runs of his career. He started in 2010. He's never been known as a power hitter, but Damon Toppoli is crushing the ball this year. There's still a lot of games to go this year. Damon Toppoli hasn't played as many games as most of the players on the team either. But if you're Toppoli right now, you got to stay in the lineup. He's helping the team as the ball is fouled back just to my left. All the way across the street on someone's doorstep. So after the first pitch hit Toppoli, it's Jeff McLeod, who came over from Guelph. McLeod has a lot of power. We haven't really seen it yet this year. Came over in the dispersal draft from Guelph. McLeod hits a ball high in the air. This one's sending Pettipiece all the way over to the foul line, and he makes the catch. Toppoli holds at first.
Number 15, Ryan Johnson.
McLeod was just out in front of that one. That was a mile high. And here's Ryan Johnson, the shortstop. Where's number 15 for the Toronto Maple Leafs? Johnson is a glove first player, known for his defense at shortstop. He's been great for the Toronto Maple Leafs this year. His bat's starting to come around. He has a slow start to the year, but once again, Ryan Johnson is hitting in the 8 spot. Not exactly expected to do a lot of damage at the plate as long as he can hold his position at shortstop. But here's the ball lined into center field, hit pretty well, but the center fielder Marriott's going to be there to make the catch, and that's going to do it for the Toronto Maple Leafs in the bottom of the second inning. 2-0 Welland Jackfish. We head to the third from Domenico Field.
they come back?
Next Sunday.
Last Sunday?
Yeah, next Sunday they're back.
I meant, when did they return from COVID?
Oh, yeah, just this year, yeah. It's the first season back.
I understand, but when? Like,
Welcome back to Toronto Maple Leafs baseball. Adam Mara, the pitcher on the mound for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Mara, a sidearmer, a swing and a miss on an off-speed pitch. Last time Mara pitched for the Toronto Maple Leafs was back in 2017. Mara, one of the 3 Mara batters, or brothers, I should say, on this team, as that's a nice play at first base there by Castaldo. One of the 3 Mara brothers on this team, and he's pitching to his brother, Justin Mara, behind the plate. Adam has a very, very deceptive delivery. And he's facing Dane Tofflin. Got Griffin Keller to start the inning. Now Dane Tofflin, as that pitch is right on the outside corner for a strike. Mara, and that one's just inside. Justin tried to frame that one. Next pitch from Mara, that one's a ball as well. Adam Mara from the full wind up the pitch, an off-speed pitch hit in the air. That one's hit pretty well down the left field line. And foul. Oh, had the home run distance by a mile. Dane Tofflin crushed that ball. And the manager's in the dugout for the Welland Jackfish, maybe to have a word about that one. There's some discussion about whether or not that should have been a home run. It was way out of here. And the foul pole stretches, I don't know, maybe about 15 feet off the ground. But when that crossed out of the stadium, it was probably 40 feet off the ground. As Dane Tofflin got a lot of that one. I don't think there's any way that they can overturn this. But there's certainly some discussion with the umpire down the third baseline. I can't really see what the conversation's about other than this is what I saw and this is what you saw. Certainly the umpire down the foul line has a better look at it as he's looking right at the foul pole. But it's really hard to tell when the ball is that far over the foul pole where it's going to be. Dane Tofflin is top 5 in average in the IBL. And the manager for the Welland Jackfish is going to get kicked out pretty soon here, if he's not already. So he is spending a lot of time on the field on a play that really there's no way to overturn. From my position up here in the broadcast booth, I have no perspective on that. All I can tell you is that it was hit a really long way. But apparently foul, as Dane Tofflin steps back into the box. The pitch from Mara. Tofflin hits one the other way this time, down the right field line. A few fans in the crowd call home run on that one. Mara delivers. That one's high and outside. Yeah, Dane Tofflin, top 5 in average in the IBL. A lot of speed as well. As we mentioned earlier, 647 over his last 17 at-bats. And here's a ball hit pretty well. Coming in is the left fielder. That's McLeod. He makes the catch.
Now back in shortstop, number 5, Brandon Dodson.
So 2 outs as Dane Tofflin flies out. Brennan Dadson stepping in now. He's the cleanup hitter in this Sunday afternoon game at Domenico Field. Adamara misses with the first pitch inside. Now the second pitch, side widening delivery ball. Hit on the ground to second base. Should be a can of corn there for Takamatsu. Throws onto Castaldo to get Dadson, and that does it. A good inning of work from Adamara coming back. His last pitching appearance in 2017 and now an appearance in 2021, and it's a clean inning. We go to the bottom of the third, the Toronto Maple Leafs coming up. Welcome back to Domenico Field in Christie Pitts, Ontario. Ryan Santos, the number 9 hitter in this afternoon game. As he's been in the 4 games that he's played with the Toronto Maple Leafs, Ryan Santos has really been hitting the ball well. The first pitch is outside from Polancic. The pitch to Santos, swinging a foul off down the left field line. This year, Santos has appeared in 4 games, 17 at-bats. He's hitting .412 on the year. Not a lot, enough to qualify him with the leaders in terms of how many at-bats he's had. This one's hit down the left field line. Long run for the left fielder Nicholson, and he's not going to get there. 5 RBIs this year from Santos. He probably won't keep up this .412 average that he's been putting up this year, but he's certainly off to a good start. Fouls another ball, left field line once again. Played in 29 games in the 2019 season, which is the last season that was played in the IBL. Hit .365. So it's not unlike him to have a high batting average. Lancic the pitch, and that one's fouled off once again. Good at bat so far from Ryan Santos. Santos has got a lot of speed as well. In fact, he led the league in 2019 with 24 stolen bases, as there's a pitch outside. So as we see right here, Santos trying to work the count, see if he can't get on base anyway, bring up the good hitters at the top of the lineup. Fouls another ball off. Left side. Lancic the pitch. Swinging a ball looped into center field. This one looks like it's going to get down, and it will. Ryan Santos stays hot. He's on base to lead off the bottom of the 3rd inning, and that brings up the leadoff hitter, Jordan Castaldo.
Third baseman number 5, Jordan Castaldo.
Jordan Castaldo helped the Barrie Bay Cats win 6 consecutive championships. Last one in 2019. Signed with the Toronto Maple Leafs. There's a lot of excited fans here in Toronto, knowing the caliber of player that Jordan Castaldo is. There goes Santos, off for second base. The throw down not even close to in time. Santos steals it cleanly. Balancic is not particularly fast to the plate. He has a bit of a hesitation in his delivery, and Santos capitalizes on that easily. And that's his first stolen base of the year. First of many, Santos hopes. Castaldo, the batter. Santos has a massive lead at second base. There he goes. Off for third base. A throw down. Got him. Santos is thrown out. And our leadoff batter on is retired for the Toronto Maple Leafs. And that is not what you want to do down 2-0. Santos had a massive jump, but the catcher, Warkin, threw him out. Ball hit down the left field line, foul. So it went from being a runner on second with nobody out, now nobody on, 1 out. Pitch just swung on and missed. Jordan Castaldo hitting just over 260 this year. But the on-base percentage is well over 300 for Jordan as that pitch is outside. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Jordan Castaldo. Balancic deals the full count pitch. Hit in the air pretty well to center field. Going back as the center fielder, Marriott makes the catch right in front of the wall. And Jordan Castaldo is retired to 2 outs. Here's Justin Mara. Castaldo's got some power. And, well, he needed to have some power to win the Triple Crown back in 2019 with the Barrie Baycats. Led in all the Triple Crown categories. RBIs, average, and home runs with Jordan Castaldo. Here's a guy with even more power, Justin Mara, as he takes a pitch inside. Loves to find that right field fence here at Domenico Field. 6 home runs on the year for Justin Mara. Anytime you can get that kind of production out of the catching spot, you will take it as Mara takes a pitch outside. Justin Mara followed by Takamatsu and Salazu, who are known to have some power themselves, as there's a pitch in there for a strike. Balancic deals. Pitch swung on and fouled straight back. Mara was way out in front of that off-speed pitch from Balancic. The pitch, swinging a ground ball to third, to short, I should say. Throw on to first, long throw over, got him. And that's going to do it for the inning. Balancic loves the effort at shortstop from Brendan Dadson as we head to the 4th inning. 2-0 Welland Jackfish. Welcome back to Domenico Field. Matt Hildebrandt stands in the DH this afternoon for the Welland Jackfish, facing Adam Mara, who's out for his second inning of work. As we expected, the starter Zach Sloan just went 2 innings, gave up 2 runs, and a pitch hit down the line by Hildebrandt. That one was smashed, home run distance, but it's foul. Adam Mara delivers just inside. Mara doesn't throw a lot of heat. He's a soft tosser. Likes to find those corners, a lot of off-speed pitches. That one's outside. Hildebrandt hits one in the air. Foul, just foul. Hildebrandt has 6 home runs on the year. And last night, in his game against Barrie, it was the first one he'd hit at home. And the pitch is in there. Strike 3 from Mara. First strikeout on the afternoon for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Gets Hildebrandt after hitting 2 bombs down the right field line, but both foul. Ends up striking out looking. The 6th hitter, Mike Wagner, steps in. First pitch from Mara outside. Next pitch is fouled off there. Mara is ahead of Wagner now. Wagner hits one in the air pretty well into the gap, trying to cut it off and getting there with good speed as Marcus Connect tracks that one down, throws it into Takamatsu. 2 down now, and Adam Mara has a chance to get out of a couple innings. There have been some hard hit balls against Adam Mara, there's no doubt about that. But everyone that's been hard hit has been well foul as they've been thrown off by the off-speed pitches from Mara. That one's high and away. 1 ball, no strikes now to Wagner. Wagner hits one hard again down the left field line, foul. Oh, 0-2 to Wagner. Pitch swinging a line drive just past the outstretched glove of Johnson at shortstop. That's going to be a base hit for Wagner. Wagner, thinking about second base, now puts on the brakes and heads back. Takamatsu at second was well aware of that. Here's Eric Marriott. Marriott drove in a run his last time up on a ground ball. Pitch hit to short. Diving stop by Johnson. And he caught it. That is going to get the Toronto Maple Leafs out of the inning. And as we said before, Johnson a glove first player. And he shows it right there with a great defensive play. 2-0 Welland Jackfish heading to the bottom of the 4th. As Garrett Takamatsu steps in, we welcome you back to IBL Baseball from Domenico Field. It's the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Welland Jackfish. New pitcher for Welland, Chris Bodo, has made 6 appearances this year. 3 of them have been starts, and 3 of them have been in relief. Supports a 4.30 ERA, a 3-2 record on the year, and 31 1/3 innings pitched. A lot of work for Bodo on the mound for the Jackfish. Bodo, the pitch. Time is called, and that one hit Takamatsu. Might have caught him on the shirt or something. Takamatsu was completely unfazed walking down to first base. And the leadoff hitter is on once again.
Sorry, number 17, John Salazzo.
John Salazzo stepping in, number 17 for the Toronto Maple Leafs. A lot of power, drilled the ball to center field, and here's a ball hit, lined through the right side. Salazzo is on with a hit. The first 2 runners are on for the Toronto Maple Leafs in the bottom of the 4th.
Now batting number 24, your right fielder, Marcus Connect.
Chris Bodo has allowed the first 2 runners to a reach so far. A hit by pitch on Takamatsu, and then a single by John Salazzo, bringing up Marcus Connect. Chris Bodo is from Maple, Ontario. Stands at 6 feet, 190 pounds. First pitch to Connect is low and inside. Great block in the dirt by Workin. Marcus Connect, 166 this year. 7 hits on the year, but 3 of them have been home runs. 9 RBIs as well. Bodo would love to get just an out anywhere at this point as an off-speed pitch is outside. Ground ball would be ideal for Bodo. In 31 1/3 innings pitched for Bodo, 30 strikeouts, just walked 6 batters. Really impressive number. Command is very good for Bodo, but it's been the hits that he's allowed. 32 hits in 31 1/3 innings. Marcus Connect ahead in the count now. First and second, nobody out. The pitch to Connect. Swinging a ball, popped up on the infield. Running over is Bodo. Now the first baseman comes in and makes the catch. Just maybe in foul territory. But Keller was able to grab onto that one. First out now, and here comes the red-hot Damon Toppoli. Damon was hit by a pitch his last time up. Hitting .425 this year, and with runners on base, Damon's the guy you want to have up as he's been supporting some power as well. That pitch is outside. There's only been 1 strikeout in this entire game. As a pitch by Damon is hit in the air to center field pretty well. Going back is Takamatsu to tag and faking a play over to third as the throw is right on line. The second out of the inning. Toppoli just missed that one to center field.
Put your hands together for number 16, Jeff McLeod.
2 away now. The Welland Jackfish have a good chance to get out of the inning. Jeff McLeod hitting 194 on the year. Still kind of waiting to get things going. Waiting for the power to come around that the Toronto Maple Leafs expected when they got him from Guelph. McLeod could really use a knock here. And so could the Toronto Maple Leafs down 2-0 to the Jackfish. As that pitch is outside. McLeod ahead in the count 0-2. 2-0. Chris Bodo played for the Welland Jackfish last season, as I continue to get tripped up on that. No season last year in the IBL. Pitches low to McLeod. And remember, Bodo has only walked 6 batters this entire year, and now he's in a 3-0 count to McLeod. This could be a green light situation for McLeod. The 3-0 in there for a strike. Before playing for Welland in 2019, Chris Bodo played for the Burlington Herd and then the London Majors in 2017. The pitch to McLeod is right there for another strike. Full count now. Full count. Runners will be going from first and second. 2 outs here in the 4th, and a fake move back to second base. Nobody was covering, though. Takamatsu was able to get a massive lead as neither the second baseman or the shortstop are even close to second base. 3-2 from Bodo. Low and outside, ball 4. Bases loaded. McLeod draws the walk.
Let's make some noise for the shortstop, number 15, Ryan Johnson.
Ryan Johnson ended the top of the 4th inning with a fantastic diving catch at shortstop to get his pitcher Adam Mara out of a runner on first jam. I guess you don't really call it a jam, but it's a fantastic play nevertheless from Ryan Johnson. Bodo with his 7th walk of the year to McLeod, and here's Ryan Johnson. The pitch to Johnson, swinging a ball, hit in the air. Coming in is the left fielder, making the catch is Nicholson, and that does it. So the Toronto Maple Leafs load the bases, but they leave all 3 of them on base. 2-0 Welland Jackfish. We head to the 5th. Welcome back to Domenico Field. Adam Mara, in his 3rd inning of work for the Toronto Maple Leafs, delivers a first pitch strike to Pettipiece. Now another pitch, check swing. Did he go? No. 1-1. Adam and Justin Mara have been a good duo so far. This ball hit in the air and down the left field line, foul ball. Adam Mara has had some hard contact against him, but every single time the batter has been way out in front. Welland Jackfish are connecting on Mara, but the off-speed pitch is really working for him right now. That one's outside. 2-2. The 2-2. Swinging a ball. A little nubber right to back to the mound. Mara's got to make a quick play. Throws on to first to get him. 1 away. Cued right off the end of the bat. And just as we've seen many times, the Jackfish way out in front of a Mara fastball, or a Mara and off-speed pitch, I should say.
Number 13, Brendan Nicholson.
Brings up the leadoff hitter, Brandon Nicholson. The Leafs would love Mara to get out of this inning. Boy, if he gets out of this inning, might even have some more left in the tank. We'll have to see back in 2017 what Mara did. Ground ball to third. Salazzo has it. Throws to first to Castaldo. 2 away.
Now number 24, Griffin Keller.
Griffin Keller standing in. First 2 retired by Mara pretty quickly. Keller hits a ball. This one's high in the air. Right field, down the corner, in the corner. Connect, jumps, and it's gone. Marcus Connect couldn't quite get there. Keller just was able to sneak that one over the right field fence. And it's 3-0 Welland Jackfish.
Now batting number 23, James Coughlin.
You had to imagine there was probably a home run coming against Adam Mara. There'd been a lot of balls hit down both lines that were just foul, and finally it's Keller who gets them. Brings up Dane Toughlin, who skies one straight in the air. Mara reaches back and makes the catch, but the Welland Jackfish get one on a solo shot by Griffin Keller just down the right field line. It's 3-0 Welland. The Toronto Maple Leafs really need to get something going coming up in the bottom of the 5th inning. Welcome back to Domenico Field, Toronto Maple Leafs and Welland Jackfish. Welland leading the Toronto Maple Leafs 3-0. Brian Santos stands in, hitting well over 400 this year in 4 games. First pitch is in there for a strike. Around the IBL right now, the Hamilton Cardinals are leading the London Majors 4-3. Check swing there, but it was in there for a strike nevertheless. Brian Santos is in the hole 0-2. The Barrie Bay Cats are up on the Kitchener Panthers, who got absolutely obliterated by the Toronto Maple Leafs yesterday in a doubleheader. In Game 1, the Toronto Maple Leafs won 20-2. In Game 2, they won 15-7. The pitch to Santos, hit in the air left field. Chasing it down into the corner is Nicholson on the foul line, makes the catch. One away here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Jordan Castaldo, the leadoff hitter for the Leafs, steps in. Castaldo rips one foul, left field line. As I mentioned before, it was very exciting when the Toronto Maple Leafs were able to sign Jordan Castaldo. And he's been good this year. Not necessarily the biggest average we've seen for Jordan Castaldo over his career, at least not as high as it was back in 2019 when he won the Triple Crown. But people were a little bit surprised as well. Castaldo came, left the Barrie Baycats, but Castaldo does live in the area of Toronto, so that may have influenced his decision as he influences this ball to left field. Pretty high in the air, but playable there for Nicholson once again. Nicholson, a couple putouts to start this inning. 2 outs brings up Justin Mara. Pitch is in there for a strike. Bodo has been good thus far this game as he delivers another strike in there of Justin Mara behind 0-2. In fact, all the Welland Jackfish pitchers that have come into this game have been fantastic, but they don't have a strikeout yet against the Toronto Maple Leafs. Pitch is high and away. One and 2 to Justin Mara. Up high once again to Mara. Garrett Takamatsu's on deck. Mara would love to get on base for him. The pitch, swinging a ball lined into the outfield, and it's going to get down in front and get all the way to the wall. Justin Mara is racing to second base. Picking it up was Pettipies in the outfield, who slid to make that catch, but it got past him. And Mara does just that. He gets on for Garrett Takamatsu, who could easily, with one swing, bring the Toronto Maple Leafs back to within a run. Garrett Takamatsu came over from the University of Central Oklahoma, where he hit .368 with 5 homers. He surpassed that total by a lot this year as a ground ball up the middle. Mara had to wait at second base. He's probably going to have to hold there. I'm not sure why Justin Mara was holding at second base because there are 2 outs. And that could prove costly for the Toronto Maple Leafs as Takamatsu found a hole up the middle. But now there's runners on first and third with 2 outs. Speaking of guys who could bring this game to within reach for the Toronto Maple Leafs with one swing, here's John Salazzo. Salazzo hits a ball to first, foul. One strike, no balls to Salazzo. The pitch outside. Salazzo benefits the Toronto Maple Leafs in a lot of different ways. He's known as one of the heart and soul guys on this Maple Leafs roster. Great team guy. But he also pitches and hits for a ton of power. So he's a valuable player for Toronto. Ground ball up the middle. Second baseman has it, drops it, and the Toronto Maple Leafs will get a run. Wagner had it, was looking to throw to second before getting it in his glove, and it's 3-1 now for the Jackfish.
With number 24, Marcus Kennett.
Great time for Marcus to connect to at least get a ball into the outfield. Two outs, runners on first and second. Connect the batter. The pitch in there for a strike. Marcus Connect was formerly a Toronto Blue Jays prospect. Pitches outside. Drafted twice in the MLB, once in the later rounds, then the second time by the Toronto Blue Jays in the third round. Played pro ball in a lot of different places. But played a few games for the Toronto Maple Leafs in the last 3 years as well. Pitch to Connect, check swing foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Marcus. The Toronto Maple Leafs have just been missing that big hit. They've got runners on base. They've had the bases loaded in 1 inning. And a guy who's usually been getting that for them is Sean Riley, who's not in the game today. The pitch to Connect. Swinging a little looper. This one's at second base on the infield, and this time Wagner will handle it. But the Toronto Maple Leafs get a run. 3-1 Welland Jackfish. We're heading to the top of the 6th inning here at Christie Pitts. Welcome back to Domenico Field. Brendan Dadson steps in. Facing, look who it is, Adam Mara coming out for his 4th inning of work. He's been good so far, just a solo home run given up to Keller that just got over the wall out past the outstretched glove and Connect. Now a ground ball to second base. Takamatsu underhand toss to Castaldo. 1 away. Designated hitter Matt Hildebrandt steps in. A ton of power. Crushed a couple balls that had home run distances last time up against this pitcher. Mara, and the first pitch is up and into Hildebrandt. Pitch fouled off there. 2 strikes the count on Hildebrandt. In the dirt now. Hildebrandt ended up striking out his last time versus Mara. This time he takes a walk. Ball might have hit him, actually.
Now batting for the Jackfish, number 15, Mike Wagner.
Mike Wagner steps to the plate. Cole Warkin's on deck. The first pitch to Wagner fouled off. Mara throws up that slow breaking ball that is very inviting for these Welland Jackfish hitters, as we've seen them take a lot of big hacks. Pitch just outside. Mike Wagner is just 1 for 5 this year. No homers, no RBIs. Does that pitch hit him?
Now batting the catcher, number 34, Paul Workman.
And 2 are on with just 1 out now for the Welland Jackfish, as Cole Workin, the catcher, stands in. Hildebrand at second. Wagner at first. Workin, the batter. Mara, the left, deals. That one's outside. Swinging a ball, hit in the air to left field. Pretty well hit. Back to the wall. Gone. Workin leaves the yard versus Mara. A 3-run shot. And just like that, it's 6-1 Welland. Mara had a pretty good first 3 innings of work, but 3 runs allowed here with just 1 out. And Mara really needs to go a lot of innings because the Toronto Maple Leafs have played 4 games in the last 3 days. They've had a really tough schedule. Mara, the pitch, grounded to first. Castaldo drops it, trying to find it. Makes the play at first just in time.
Number 4, Nolan Pettipies.
Marriott retired. Nolan Pettipies, the batter. 2 away. 6-1 Welland after the 3-run home run by Cole Workin. First pitch a strike to Pettipies. Pettipies hits one straight up, coming right back towards me, but it falls just short. Pitch from Mara. That one's outside. For Cole Workin, that was just his 2nd home run of the year. At Domenico Field, it is a pretty home run friendly ballpark, especially when the Toronto Maple Leafs are batting with their 31 home runs this year. That was the 20th home run as a team for the Welland Jackfish, as they are now within 11 of first place, the Toronto Maple Leafs, in home runs in the league. Yes, Domenico Field does help out quite a bit with the amount of home runs that Toronto Maple Leafs have hit. Ball fouled off once again. But the Leafs have an outstanding lineup in terms of batting this year. It's been the pitching that's really been the weak point. Mara, the pitch, swinging a ground ball foul. Cole Workins from Regina, Saskatchewan, hitting his 2nd home run of the year in his rookie season as a Welland Jackfish. Last home run that Workin hit was against London, as this ball is popped up on the infield, a mile high. Castaldo makes the catch and the inning is over. But the Welland Jackfish add 3 and now lead 6-1 over the Toronto Maple Leafs. We head to the bottom of the 6th. The Toronto Bats and Damon Topley coming up.
play.
Welcome back to Domenico Field on a Sunday afternoon in Christie Pitts. The Toronto Maple Leafs trail the Welland Jackfish 6-1. Damon Toppoli stands in. 0 for 2 so far today for Damon. Pitch is low. Damon Toppoli has dropped his average to, and I emphasize this, dropped his average to .415 on the year. Foul ball down the right field line. The pitch to Toppoli, swinging a ball, hit in the air. Left field pretty well, going back to the track and making the catch is Nicholson. Damon Toppoli just missed one. Jeff McLeod, the batter now, playing left field. Chris Bodo is still in the game on the mound for the Welland Jackfish. First pitch is a curveball in the dirt. The wind is starting to pick up a little bit here at Domenico Field. It went from blowing from left to right to now it looks like it's blowing straight out. So if McLeod, who has a lot of pop, can get one in the air, that wind will certainly make it find the fence. McLeod has 1 home run this year, 7 for 35 this year, 3 RBIs. Pitch is in the dirt.
Now batting number 15, Ryan Johnson.
Ryan Johnson, the shortstop. McLeod takes the walk, his second walk in a row. McLeod walked on a full count. Interesting. Last walk he had was against Chris Bodo as well. So McLeod has accounted for Bodo's 7th and 8th walk of the year in about his 33rd inning of work. And Jeff McLeod is hitting just under 200 this year. Here's Ryan Johnson. The pitch inside. Ryan Johnson's 0 for 2 today. Pitch in there for a strike, 1-1 now. Chris Bodo works quickly on the mound, so Johnson calls time, slows him down a little. 1-1 the count. The pitch. Swinging a ball ripped down the left field line. Foul. 1-2. A 1-2 pitch. Hit on the ground. Third base, and it eats up the third baseman Toffland and gets all the way down the line for a single, possibly an error, probably an error on the third baseman Toffland. Either way, the Toronto Maple Leafs are certainly in business here. Just 1 out, runners on first and second. Ryan Santos, the batter. Yes, he's in the 9 spot, but of late, he's been one of the best hitters on the Toronto Maple Leafs. A lot of room up the middle for Santos to shoot for. We'll see if he goes for that. Ryan Santos got on base a couple innings ago, then stole second, then immediately tried to steal third with a great jump, but it was Warkin who threw him out. And that ended it didn't end, but it stopped what looked to be a promising start to an inning for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Hit on the ground through the right side. Base hit by Santos. Here comes the runner from third. The play at the plate, and it's dropped by the pitcher. 6-2 now. Leadoff hitter Jordan Castaldo coming up. And finally, Chris Bodo is starting to show a little bit of weakness here. in his third inning of work. I would imagine that Welland would love for Chris Bodo to go maybe 1 or 2 more innings, as he has the potential to start games. Jordan Castaldo, the leadoff batter for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Runners on second and third. Santos at first base just delivered a single, an RBI single. Looked like there was going to be a play at the plate, but wasn't handled cleanly by the pitcher, Chris Bodo, who is the cutoff man. The pitch to Castaldo. Swinging a ball hit, left side foul. Started off looking like there wasn't going to be a ton of fans in the crowd here at Domenico Field, but it's really filled in. You can't see them because they're all seeking shade on this very hot afternoon in Domenico Field. It's a large group of fans sitting down the right field line, a little less on the left field line. Lefty Bodo facing the lefty Castaldo. Castaldo, line drive second base. Dropped by the second baseman once again, Wagner. That's going to move the runners station to station. The bases are loaded with just one out here. And representing the tying run at home plate is Justin Mara, the power hitter. 6 home runs on the year for Mara. The Toronto Maple Leafs would take any kind of a hit right now. But in the bottom of the 6th inning, with 1 out, this is a time when Mara really needs to deliver for these Toronto Maple Leafs. Garrett Takamatsu's on deck. Not sure if that's going to go as an error against Wagner, but the defense at second base today for the Welland Jackfish certainly hasn't helped out the guy on the mound. Lefty versus lefty. Bodo to Mara. Pitch is in there for a strike. One strike, no balls. The pitch from Bodo outside, 1-1. Justin Mara is hitting .365 this year, 20 RBIs. He's 23 for 63 on the year. 1 for 3 today. Pitch from Bodo. Mara rips it down the right field line. A base hit. This one's going to go all the way to the wall. 1 run is in. A second run coming in for Toronto, as Mara cruises into second with an RBI double. And now the ball gets away, and Toronto's going to score another run. Mara clears the bases. Some help once again from the defense of Welland. And just like that, the Toronto Maple Leafs are in business. It's 6-5. A meeting on the mound. This could be the end of the day for Chris Bodo, as the righty Takamatsu is coming up. Mara is standing at second base. That ball was laced down the right field line. And there's activity in the bullpen. At this point, I think they're just wasting time to get whoever it is that's warming up in the bullpen loose. The Toronto Maple Leafs have a ton of offense. And as mentioned before, they were just waiting for that big hit. And there it was from Justin Mara, who cranked one down the right field line. And it looks like Bodo is going to stay in this game to face Takamatsu. It's Takamatsu and then John Salazzo on deck. The first pitch. Low in the dirt. If the Toronto Maple Leafs have needed an RBI this year, Garrett Takamatsu has been the guy they want to have at the plate. Here's the pitch. Fouled straight back. Good cut there by Takamatsu. 1-1. Infield is shifted a little bit to the left against Takamatsu. Takamatsu does pull the ball a lot. Outfield shaded to the left as well. Nicholson, Marriott, and Pettipies. Pitches inside. That one gets away all the way to the backstop. And now the Toronto Maple Leafs could tie this game without getting a base hit. A ground ball in the middle of the diamond or a fly ball will likely score Justin Mara. And Takamatsu is very capable of doing just that. Bodo looks in. The pitch. Takamatsu, a big rip, and he fouls it straight back. Takamatsu just trying to get a ball in play, maybe in the air. Anything else is a bonus at this point. Takamatsu rips one, fouled straight back once again. Garrett Takamatsu has 25 RBIs on the year and 70 at-bats. 7 doubles, 31 hits for a .443 average. The pick, Takamatsu hits it on the ground, up the middle, a base hit. And Garrett Takamatsu, with his 26th RBI of the year, ties this game at 6.
Now batting third baseman, number 17, John Salazzo.
Garrett Takamatsu continues to be on fire this year. That is a massive base hit to tie this game and capitalize on Chris Bodo, who is just trying to get out of this inning. He was dealing, and then the middle of the order came around for the Toronto Maple Leafs, and they have done some damage. Here's John Salazzo, big power. Lefty versus lefty, though. The pitch is off speed in there for a strike. One and one to Salazzo, fouled straight back. Thought I had a play on it. About 4 feet to my left. Gonna get one of those one day. 1-2 the count now to Salazzo. The pitch. Low in the dirt. 2-2. 5 runs in the 6th for the Toronto Maple Leafs, and they've tied this game up after giving up 3 in the top half of the inning. Bodo the pitch. Low and away, full count. Full count pitch and a throw to first base. In 56 at-bats, Salazzo has walked 14 times. He averages about a walk a game. Good eye at the plate. Salazzo rips one right back to the screen again, and when that ball goes straight back, you know they just missed it. 14 walks, 15 strikeouts for Salazzo, hitting .286 on the year. No doubles, no triples, but 5 dingers on the year. Full count. Bodo trying to get out of it. Low and away, ball 4. Salazzo draws the walk. Takamatsu walks backwards to second base. And this has surely got to be it for Chris Bodo, as Marcus Connect is a righty coming up. So it will be a pitching change for the Welland Jackfish. We'll get to who it is and what kind of an opportunity the Toronto Maple Leafs have to take the lead in this game, coming right back up from Domenico Field. Welcome back to Domenico Field. Marcus Connect stands in. The Toronto Maple Leafs have 6 runs, or 5 runs, I should say, in the inning. 6 runs in the game. They've tied this game at 6. New pitcher for the Welland Jackfish is Will Jackman. And an interesting thing about him, he's appeared in 5 games this year. 4 of the times he's appeared in the game, he has got the decision. He's 2-2 on the year. The pitch, swing and a miss there by Marcus Connect. And look what kind of scenario Jackman's in once again. A 6-6 game. And the Toronto Maple Leafs are looking to take the lead. Now, the runner at second and first are both the responsibility of Bodo. So he would be the one who's charged with the loss. Connect takes an off-speed pitch in there for a strike. Will Jackman's one of the younger players in the IBL. He's a 2001 born player from Niagara Falls, Ontario. Stands at 6'2", 200 pounds. Last time out was against the London Majors on August 12th. Connect takes a pitch up and away. Last time out, he went 4 2/3 innings pitched as well. Struck out 7. 11 strikeouts and 9 2/3 on the year for Jackman. The 2-strike pitch to Connect. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And there's 1 away here. In the bottom of the 6th inning. Brings up Damon Toppoli. The 20-year-old faces the 46-year-old in Damon Toppoli. Damon is more than double Will Jackman's age. Pitches outside from Jackman. The 0-1 pitch from Jackman to Toppoli. Swinging a ball, hitting the air, left field. Not particularly deep. Coming in is going to be a tough play. Diving and making a fantastic catch in the outfield. So the Toronto Maple Leafs get 5. A great play by Nicholson in left field. Keeps it right where it is at 6-6. The Toronto Maple Leafs, they've done some damage, but now they're going to have to play some defense. Coming up in the top of the 7th inning. Welcome back to Domenico Field. The Toronto Maple Leafs have sparked some life into the crowd here in Christie Pitts as they've tied the game 6-6, 5 runs in the bottom half of the 6th inning. First pitch from Kyle Parrott, the new pitcher for the Toronto Maple Leafs, is in there for a strike. Kyle Parrott is a sidearm pitcher as that ball's cued down the right field line. 2 strikes. Kyle's had a bit of a problem this year giving up home runs. He's allowed the most home runs in the IBL so far. He's allowed 4. His ERA this year, 12.07, but that is inflated. He hasn't had a ton of work. Diving play at shortstop by Johnson. That one's going to get past him into the outfield. Leadoff single against Kyle Parrott. Brendan Nicholson, the leadoff hitter, gets on. Griffin Keller now steps in against Kyle Parrott. Last time out accounts for a lot of Kyle Parrott's ERA. Gave up 4 runs, 4 hits, walked 5 in just a third of an inning. Pitch from Kyle Parrott, low. Kyle Parrott's pretty much either on or off. When he's on, he's great. Usually pitches a scoreless frame. When he's off, things can get tough. So far, command has been there. That's been an issue for Kyle Parrott this year. He's throwing strikes. And when he's throwing strikes, his stuff is great. Sidearm delivery is deceptive as well. Griffin Keller stands in. The pitch to Keller low and outside. So the 4 runs in a third of an inning against Barrie. Then the outing before that, he pitched 2 innings, struck out 3, didn't give up a hit. Running to second base is the runner from first, Nicholson, and he steals it easily. The outing before that, 5 innings, 6 runs. The outing before that, 2/3 of an inning, no runs. And the outing before that, 1 inning, 10 runs. Hopefully, for the Toronto Maple Leafs, this is one of the good days for Kyle Parrott. And if the streak of innings goes as it has been, as that one's a ball, then Kyle Parrott should be due for a fantastic outing. And then maybe more from Kyle Parrott. Runner on second with no outs. The pitch, swinging a ball, hit in the air pretty well down the right field line. Drifting into the corner as Marcus connect to the fence, and he just runs out of room. Foul ball. Two strikes now on Griffin Keller. Keller has a solo home run in this game. Made it 3-0 Welland. That was back in the 5th inning. And Keller's going to take a walk. First 2 are on base right now in the top of the 7th inning. Generally, when Kyle Parrott has just come in to face a couple batters, maybe 1 inning of work, he's been fantastic. So that might be the game plan here today for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Off-speed pitches in their first strike. Parrott, the delivery, the pitch fouled off. Leaping try in the Welland Jackfish bullpen. Don't think they came up with it. 0-2 to Dane Tofflin, the righty, facing the side-winding righty Keller. The pitch is outside. Keller on first base. Parrott, I should say, on the mound. Kyle Parrott just outside. Brendan Nicholson is creating a little bit of havoc out there at second base. Garrett Takamatsu might be letting them know as well. Dane Tofflin, probably the best hitter on the Welland Jackfish in an RBI scenario, and he hits a ball played by Castaldo. Throw to second, got him there. A leaping try by Johnston to try and reel that one in. And the Toronto Maple Leafs will get one out. Jordan Castaldo had no play at first base as he had to range probably on the second base side of the first and second base hole to grab that ball. And Dane Tofflin, who can run a bit, he was down the line in a hurry as well. The number 4 hitter, the cleanup guy, Brandon Dadson, wears number 5 for the Welland Jackfish. First pitch to Dadson, hit on the ground. That one's going to get through, and the Welland Jackfish take the lead 7-6. RBI single for Brendan Dadson. And after 5 runs in the bottom half of the 6th for Toronto, the top of the 7th, the Welland Jackfish get 1, and the power hitter, Matt Hildebrandt, steps in. This is a really good matchup for Matt Hildebrandt. Kyle Parrott, the pitcher who's prone to giving up the long ball to the power-hitting Hildebrandt. The righty-lefty matchup doesn't help either. Pitches outside. That being said, Kyle Parrott should still probably go after Hildebrandt, as the batter after him, Mike Workin, already has a home run this game, and he does going after him a little bit too literally there, as hits him in the back. Hildebrandt's on at first base. Cole Workin hit a pretty long home run his last time up to left field. Or Wagner, I should say. Yeah, apologies. It's Wagner batting. Cole Workin is now on deck. Bases loaded. 1 out. Toronto Maple Leafs and Kyle Parrott are trying to get out of a jam. Pitch hit in the air. Salazzo going back. Johnson gives way, and Johnson makes the catch. A pop-up and a huge out there for Kyle Parrott. Now there's 2 away with the bases loaded. And Parrott is just 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning with just 1 run allowed. And 1 run is not the end of the world for the Toronto Maple Leafs, who have put up 35 runs in their last 2 games. With the 6 runs today, they've put up 41 runs in the last 3 games, and we still got 3 innings to go in this ball game. Parrott the pitch, in there for a strike. Hildebrandt's at first base, Brendan Dadson at second, and Dane Tofflin at third. Swing and a miss, strike 2. The pitch to Wagner, swinging, just got a piece of it, fouled it off. Wagner's hitting .286 prior to this game. Scored 2 runs today. Has a single, and I believe was hit by a pitch as well. Pitch from Parrott, swinging a ball, hit in the air. Right field line, long run for Connect, no chance, it's out of play. Big moment in this ball game. The 2-strike pitch from Parrott, swinging a ball, hit the third through the left side. That one's going to get 1 run home and likely 2. Yes, it will. A 2 RBI signal for Mike Wagner. And just like that, the the Welland Jackfish have taken a comfortable lead back as they're up 9-6. Eric Marriott steps in, hitting .281 on the year. This game has a lot of importance as well for both of these teams as the ball is hit up the middle. This is going to be a tough play at shortstop. Johnson has it, throws to first, got him. And that is going to do it for the inning. We'll finish that thought on the way back. But the Toronto Maple Leafs, once again, are going to need to get some runs on the board. They put up 5 last inning. What can they do in the bottom half of the 7th? Toronto coming up. Welcome back to Domenico Field. Jeff McLeod fouls off the first pitch and then takes one for a ball. McLeod doesn't have a hit today, but he does have 2 walks against Chris Bodo. Ball is outside. McLeod hits a ball. Little chopper at second base. Going to be a tough play and bobbled by Wagner. That will probably go with an infield hit for McLeod, his 8th of the year. But Wagner certainly had a tough day at second base. A couple balls he probably thought he should have had. One that's definitely going to be charged as an error. 9-6 Welland. Toronto doing exactly what they need to do. Get runners on. The pitch is low. They've scored 6 runs, and the Toronto Maple Leafs love the home run ball, but they don't have one today. All of the runs have just been walks, hit batters, singles, doubles. Swinging a ball, chopper to second base. High chopper, maybe not going to be a double play. Throw on to first. Yes, it is. Double play. Turned very well that time by Wagner. And there's 2 away now in this bottom of the 7th inning. Wasn't sure if that was going to be turned. It was going to have to be a quick play at second base from Wagner because it was such a high chopper there from Johnson. But Welland Jackfish up the middle turned it well. Dadson to Wagner. First pitch is outside. Will Jackman, in his 2nd inning of work, has 2 outs. Jackman's really been dynamite on the mound for the Welland Jackfish so far. As this ball's hit in the air, looks like he's going to get out of the inning. Drifting back as the left fielder, Nicholson, and he makes the catch. And that does it. The Toronto Maple Leafs are gone quickly in the bottom of the 7th. We head to the top of the 8th. The Welland Jackfish coming up.
For the Welland Jackfish, number 4, Nolan Pettipies.
Welcome back to Domenico Field. Nolan Pettipies steps in, the 9-hitter, facing Mateo Kakados on the mound for the Toronto Maple Leafs. The University of Toronto product has an electric arm, a big arm as well. Probably the hardest thrower that we're going to see in this game. First pitch fastball, hit in the air, popped up. Castaldo going back, now gives way to the second baseman. And coming over to make a nice play was Takamatsu. Kakados is a big fastball complemented by a good off-speed pitch. His ERA is 6.30 this year, which by in no means is particularly good. It's just been one hit that seems to hurt Kakados every game. But he has 24 strikeouts in his 20 innings of work. The pitch from Kakados, squaring to bunt there, was Brandon Nicholson. Kakados to Nicholson, the pitch in the dirt. One ball, one strike to Brandon Nicholson. The righty Kakados facing the righty Nicholson. The pitch is popped up. And this one rolls probably 3 feet away from me. That's the 3rd ball today that I've had to play on. I have the headphones on. It limits my movement. Kakados the pitch, slowing away. I really do want to catch one of these balls one day. I'm in perfect territory for it. They come right back up over the screen. Mateo Cacados the pitch, 2-2, swinging a ground ball to first base. Castaldo gets it on the short hop, and he'll easily go to first for the out. Nicholson was running hard nevertheless. Griffin Keller, home run earlier today, just made it over the right field wall. Marcus Connect made a leaping play at the wall to try and get it, but couldn't quite bring it down. Jackfish lead this game 9-6, but by no means over by the standards of the Toronto Maple Leafs. Here's a ground ball to second base. Scooped up there by Takamatsu on to first, and a great inning of work from Cacados. Welland Jackfish down quickly in the top half of the eighth. Bottom half coming up. Toronto Maple Leafs need some runs here at Domenico Field. Jordan Castaldo, the leadoff hitter, steps in at Domenico Field in the eighth inning, and the perfect guy to try and get something going. The leadoff man, with Justin Mara coming up and Garrett Takamatsu right behind him. Castaldo would love to get on base. The Toronto Maple Leafs need 3 runs if they want to try and send this one to extras. Now they have 2 innings to do it, though. Cacados pitched the top half of the inning for the Toronto Maple Leafs, and he looked fantastic. Pitches outside. Will Jackman still on the mound. In his 3rd inning of work, he's been great. Jackman, the pitch, swinging a ball, hit up the middle, and getting down in center field. Castaldo was on with a single. That's going to bring up Justin Mara, who ripped an RBI double his last time up. That was a huge hit. It made it 6-5. He cleared the bases with a little bit of help from Welland defense. The ball was bobbled on the cutoff and got away. Mara pitches in there for a strike. Few groans from the crowd as that one bended into the strike zone. The pitch just outside this time. Another off-speed pitch from Will Jackman. The righty Jackman to the lefty Mara inside. Off-speed once again. Shying away from the fastball in this at-bat. Knowing the caliber of hitter that Justin Mara is. Castaldo at first. Mara swinging a ball. Hit to first base. Drop by the first baseman. Throw to second. Did they get him? No, they didn't. The ball gets away. An ill-advised throw from the first baseman, Keller. Trying to get a double play. And there's runners on first and second with nobody out for Garrett Takamatsu.
Bring him home, buddy. Bring him home.
Bit of a buzz now in Domenico Park as it looks like the Toronto Maple Leafs are knocking on the door once again, as it feels like they have for the last 4 innings. The pitch to Takamatsu in there for a strike. Jackman throws a lot of those. Takamatsu hit an RBI single up the middle, and it tied the game for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Jackman to Takamatsu, swinging a foul off. Two strikes now on Garrett Takamatsu, hitting .442 on the year, 7 homers, 26 RBIs, including the one today. The pitch, just high. Good take there from Takamatsu. Takamatsu, and that one hit him. Hit him on the arm. Bases are loaded now. Castaldo is standing at his position. Second base. Now he'll slowly move over to third. And there's some discussion here. Oh, no. It looks like my guess right now is that they're calling that a foul ball off the knob of the bat from Takamatsu. Takamatsu's taking the shin guard off, which is a good sign for Toronto. And now he's going to go down to first base.
There we go.
So that will load the bases. Salazzo, the batter. Power hitter.
Let's go, Donnie!
The runner at first, Takamatsu, representing the tying run. The go-ahead run is Salazzo.
Touch green, buddy. Touch green.
Jackman to the lefty Salazzo. The pitch outside. One ball, no strikes. Jackman delivers. Salazzo hits one in the air. This one's to left field. Might not be deep enough, though. Catch is made. Castaldo fakes coming home. Castaldo may have had an opportunity to come home there by the way the ball was caught in the outfield, but didn't want to risk it. Marcus Connect coming up now. Damon Topley on deck. Marcus Connect really needs to find a way to get this ball into the outfield or at least avoid hitting into a double play. A fly ball would be perfect right now. Bases are loaded, 1 out. Marcus Connect, the batter, facing the young Will Jackman on the mound. The pitch from Jackman. Connect hits one on the ground through the left side. A base hit. 1 run is in to score, and they're going to hold the runner at third. An RBI single for Marcus Connect, and a huge hit. Makes it 9-7, and now the tying run, Takamatsu, moves up to second base. Manager's out of the dugout. Jackman is going to hand over the ball. And a new pitcher will be coming in to face Damon Topley. What a moment here in this ball game. It's 9-7 Welland, but the Toronto Maple Leafs are knocking on the door, and they've got their manager, Damon Topley, coming up. We'll be right back after a short break. Welcome back to Domenico Field. Damon Topley standing in against the new pitcher, Zach Cameron. Cameron's appeared in 8 games. All of them have been a relief appearance. He supports a 4.90 ERA on the year. Facing Damon Topley, who's been a clutch hitter for the Toronto Maple Leafs recently. First pitch is low in the dirt. Jeff McLeod's on deck. Damon Topley would love to get him to the plate, although Damon certainly is a double play candidate. Cameron's second pitch to Topley. In there for a strike, 1-1. Damon taking all the way on both of those.
Let's go, Damon!
Zach Cameron's 2-0 this year. He has a save in 11 innings pitched, 14 strikeouts in 11 innings, giving up just 12 hits, 4 walks. Cameron's pitch to Topley is way inside, gets away from the catcher, but not particularly far. Orkin was able to keep that one close. 2 balls, 1 strike. Damon Topley obviously knows the importance of a walk at this point in the game. He's taken every pitch. Doesn't even look like he's been willing to offer any of them. Maybe he will now, ahead in the count, 2-1. The pitch to Topley, swinging a ball, hit into center field. This might be deep enough to get a run home. Catch is made in center. Here comes the play at the plate. Coming in to score. A play at third now quickly. Safe at third. Ball gets away. Damon Topley delivers an RBI sac fly. And the Toronto Maple Leafs are within 1.
Now batting for Toronto, number 16, Jeff McLeod.
Jeff McLeod, the batter now. Got an infield hit his last time up. 2 walks on the day as well. 2 outs now, runners on first and third. Takamatsu was able to move up to third base, which is big because he represents the tying run. First pitch is in there for a strike from Zach Cameron. Cameron from the stretch, the pitch.
Come on, 16.
Outside. Brian Johnson is on deck. He would love to get an at-bat. And then Santos after him. McLeod swings and hits a ball foul. 2 strikes on McLeod. Still waiting for a long ball today from the Toronto Maple Leafs. They've scored 8 runs, none of them via the home run, which from a team who has 31 home runs as a team this year is a bit surprising. The pitch, swinging a ball, hit straight up a mile high on the infield. It's the first baseman going back to make the catch, but it's giving way to the second baseman, Wagner. And that's going to do it for the inning. But the Toronto Maple Leafs are on pace. They score 2 in the inning. They make it 9-8. Kakados will be coming up to try and shut it down, and then the Toronto Maple Leafs will have one more shot in the bottom of the 9th. From Domenico Field, we'll be right back. Welcome back to Domenico Field. Mateo Kakatos back on the mound for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Kakatos trying to work a clean outing. Last time he worked a clean outing was July 14th against Hamilton. That was part of a 15-9 win. Pitched 2 innings. Struck out 3, didn't walk a man. That being said, every single game that Mateo Kakatos has pitched for the Toronto Maple Leafs, they've won. As it stands right now, that would certainly not be the case for Kakatos. But a clean inning of work would give the Toronto Maple Leafs a pretty good shot, who have been knocking at the door all night against the Welland Jackfish, trailing by 9-8. Kakatos on the mound, the pitch, swinging a foul off. Dane Tofflin's the batter. Facing Kakatos. The pitch, strike 3 called. Got him with an off-speed pitch on the inside corner. Tofflin's retired. Brendan Dadson next in line. Brendan Dadson's 1 for 4 today, hitting .280 this year. Big swing and a miss there from Dadson, a home run cut. He's had some clutch hits for Welland this year as well, including a big home run on Thursday night. 1 strike to Dadson, second pitch is low. I think Mara wanted a call on that one. 1-1. Giant hole up the middle for Dadson. Swinging a foul off way down the left field line. Ryan Johnson is playing quite far. Now he's going to move up the middle a little bit. Quite far off the bag on second base to the left side. Takamatsu's playing way off the bag to the right side. Kakatos delivers. 2 strikes. Pitch is hit in the air. Left field. Salazzo chasing it into the corner, but it's just out of play. Still 1-2 the count. Brendan Dadson has 1 home run this year, 12 RBIs. Dadson hits 1 foul. Still 1-2 on Dadson, putting up a pretty good at-bat so far this year. Swinging a ball hit right up the middle. A big hole up the middle. He finds it, and he's on with a single. 1 on, 1 out. That's the first hit allowed by Kakatos. Matt Hildebrandt, a big power threat. Scored a couple runs today. 1 for 2 officially. Taking a walk, was hit by a pitch, also has a strikeout. Adam Mara got him looking. Swinging a ball hit straight up. Third base side, who's going to find it? Salazzo's not going to find it. It drops. Salazzo now has a play at second base, and they get the force out. What an interesting play. That ball was just popped straight up. Nobody could find it. Infield fly rule was not called. And Salazzo gets the force out at second. What a heads-up play there by Salazzo.
Now batting, number 15, Mike Wagner.
So that brings up Mike Wagner. Wagner certainly would like to make up for a couple defensive errors he's had this game. Welland has had 4 errors. I'm not really sure how many of them were charged to Wagner. I believe a couple of them were. Kikatos looks in from the stretch. Pitch, swinging a ball, hit in the air, pretty well hit down the right field line. That one's going to get down and all the way to the wall. And foul. Whew. From my angle right here, that looked like it was well in play, but it just kept hooking and hooking. The wind is blowing straight out, and it ended up just foul down the line. Dadson's on first base. Pitch is low. Wagner got his first IBL hit last night. That game against the Barry Bay Cats. Welland Jackfish ended up losing that game 6-5. Pitch swung on, hit to shortstop. Line drive caught at short by Johnson, and that's going to do it. Kikatos puts up 2 strong innings of work and gives the Toronto Maple Leafs a chance, but they got to score a run. Bottom of the 9th, 9-8 Welland. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Domenico Field in Toronto, Ontario. The Toronto Maple Leafs, they need a run. They're now 9-8 against the Welland Jackfish. And they got some guys who have been hot of late at the plate. Ryan Johnson supporting an 8-game hitting streak. Will lead off the bottom of the 9th inning against Zach Cameron. First pitch ripped up the middle and cut off there, throw to first. And they got him, 1 away. That ball looked like it had a little bit more life on it than it did. It was picked up by the shortstop. A strong throw on first base. And here's Ryan Santos. Ryan Johnson did extend his hitting streak to 9 games, but he would have loved to got on with a leadoff single there. Ryan Santos, the batter. First pitch from Cameron, inside for a strike. Ryan Santos had 5 hits yesterday over 2 games. In the first game in a 20-2 win, he was 4 for 4. Santos takes low. Then 1 for 4 in the next game, scored a run. Put up 5 RBIs yesterday as well. Just like his manager, Damon Topley. Cameron looks in from the stretch. The pitch in there for a strike. 2 strikes now on Santos. Ryan Santos has a couple hits today. Batting average up to 429. Here's the pitch. Low. 2-2. Big moment here for Santos. Big hole up the middle to shoot for if he wants it. The pitch. Swinging a ball, fouled straight back. So close once again. 3rd time this game I've had a play. But I just can't reach out that far with the headphones on. 2-2 the count to Santos. Pitch swung on, hit down the line, foul ball. That was probably the closest ball I had a chance to make a play on. Zach Cameron, 2-2 count. Santos just trying to get on base. The pitch. Low in the dirt, full count. A walk works. A hit is great. Zach Cameron would love to retire this batter and have no one on and put the Maple Leafs down to their last out. The pitch from Cameron, swinging a foul back. Just got a piece of it. I'd say pretty much the entire crowd has sticked around for this 9th inning at Domenico Field. There's been a lot of runs scored, but it's been a pretty quick game. The pitch from Cameron. Ball 4. The tying runs on first base in the form of Ryan Santos. And it'll be really interesting to see what happens with Santos here at first. 24 stolen bases last year. He stole his first base this year in this game, about 5 innings ago. Stole second, then got thrown out at third base the pitch after. Stole second easily his first time as well. Cameron, the pitch, not going. Hit on the ground, through the right side, a base hit. Ryan Santos is on his way to third base. Here's the throw to third, safe at third. And the ball gets away. Santos thought about going, but the runner's going to move up to second. The double play is not in order. There's runners on second and third. There's one out. And Jordan Castaldo is coming to the plate.
Now let's make some noise for your catcher, number 9, Justin Mara.
Or Justin Mara, I should say. Castaldo with the hit. What a huge moment in this game. Justin Mara, a huge RBI double just a couple of at-bats ago. He's got Takamatsu on deck. The winning run is at second base. The tying run's at third base. The pitch from Zach Cameron, low inside for a ball. There's a base open at first to put Mara. That would bring up a righty-righty matchup between Garrett Takamatsu and Zach Cameron. Mara's a lefty. The pitch, low in the dirt. You can pitch around Justin Mara here, but you can't throw in the dirt because Santos will certainly be thinking about coming home. Oh, 0-2 to Mara. Swinging a foul back. Good cut at that one. Mara was looking for some green. 2 balls and 1 strike now. Zach Cameron is in a world of trouble in this inning with one out and runners on second and third in the middle of the order coming up for the Leafs. Here's the pitch. Mara hits one in the air, and that one's going to get foul. 2-2. Cameron looks in. Focused on the plate, doesn't check the runners. The pitch, swing and a miss by Mara. Huge strikeout for Cameron. That is a massive out. And Takamatsu didn't even step in the box before they walked him. Bases are now loaded. 2 outs. John Salazzo, the batter. Salazzo has found himself in these big moments quite a few times in games for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Sometimes as a batter, sometimes on the mound as a closer. But in this situation, he just needs to find some kind of a hit to get the run home and tie up what's been a fantastic game at Domenico Field so far. Cameron set the pitch. Salazzo takes inside. Salazzo's the third baseman today. Didn't play last Sunday. Pitches in there for a strike, 1-1. Stands at 6'3", 230 pounds from Mississauga, Ontario. Facing Cameron. The pitch. Upstairs for a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike to Salazzo. Salazzo had 2 hits last game against Kitchener. Scored 3 runs in 4 at-bats. The pitch, 2-2. Just outside. Full count. Runners will be on the move. Salazzo at the plate. Swinging a ball fouled off. Left field side. Huge moment in the ball game. A walk ties the game. Salazzo knows that. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Cameron tips his cap. A huge pitch and a big moment by Zach Cameron, and the Welland Jackfish win 9-8. The Toronto Maple Leafs came so close to tying the game with bases loaded and just 1 out. Takamatsu was walked. Salazzo strikes out. And that's going to do it. Great game, though, at Domenico Field. A quick moving one, a ton of offense. No home runs tonight from the Toronto Maple Leafs. A big part of the offense for them, but they still continue to roll offensively. It's the pitching that just needs to be knocked down. Hearing signs that Justin Sigatello has been spotted around the ballpark, so he's a guy coming back for the Toronto Maple Leafs as they look to get the pitching in order. Losing this one 9-8 to the Welland Jackfish. Appreciate you tuning in to some IBA baseball on YouTube. We'll be right back here next Sunday at Domenico Field.